Uh, Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Teo. I'm
And I'm
with
Arma.
Armadillo, and today we have something pretty neat, as you already seen, and it's the 2x2 glass hipster,
Okay.
basically.
Open. Or
Yeah.
close.
And this is the animation in
Yeah.
real.
It's about 2 seconds to close
Yeah.
and 6 seconds to open or so.
Yeah.
There's only 200 blocks, which is like the best thing ever.
It's like insanely small. It's just like people that have seen the Redstone are just like, where did you fit the command blocks?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The main thing that
it's
powers
pretty
this-
small.
The main thing that powers this whole door, though, is this little circuit here. ABH has already shown this off, but I thought I might as well give it a quick demonstration. So this is the double and the triple. And the way this works is really quite basic. So this is like a clock going round, and when we and because this piston here will extend and retract, when it extends, this comparator will have been on for one tick already. So each time it's just gonna take a tick away. So when we give it a 2 tick, it's just gonna go 1 pulse through, because this comparator down here can't take a 1 tick. It will have a 2 tick going in, which will get turned into a 1 tick, which can't go down. But when we give it a 3 tick for the triple, it'll go around twice, giving enough pulses to complete the triple.
And yeah, so the only thing we had to do is just pull the 2 tick pulse for the double, and then this 1 tick that you see that starts the triple is part of the end of the triple. Basically,
Yeah,
you just
so
fire the same circuit for triple and double, and this 1 tick is contained to finish the door.
Yeah, the last pulse. We use that 1 tick to push up this final block.
Yeah,
at the end.
the flow block back in place, and this is the same pull that is used into the double at the end of the double. But because some weird timing stuff, and we will see that in the tutorial, it doesn't split out the block on the two tick pulls on the double, but it split out the block on the triple. And this is like how it works. Everything is automatic, and we'll just see how it works in the tutorial. So,
But anyway,
shall we
let's get
jump
on to
into
that.
it? Yeah.
Whee!
And here is the tutorial. So Alma is gonna help me.
I am.
And we are gonna start with the layout. So under your floor where you're gonna build the door, you're gonna go 4 down, 1, 2, 4, and 3 up like this. Remove this column and place 3 others like this. So this is the triple that's gonna retract the very last row of glass, and there's gonna be storage block for the floor, and so it's gonna be 2 out here like this, and 4 blocks away from the triple. That's gonna be 2 and 2 normal pistons, 4,
And put your glass down as well, because it's closed at the moment.
it can be any blocks, really. Like, you can put solid blocks, glass block, fence, whatever you want that is movable, except sand. But yeah, okay. And now we're gonna and yes, these blocks need to be solid, these 2. The floor can be anything, but these blocks are using the triple, so they need to be solid. And now we're gonna build the inputs. So you start in this first row of piston under the storage. You put 2 blocks, 2 dusts, and on each side you make a little torch tower, and like this. And on the second row of pistons on the opposite side, you place 4 blocks, 2 dust, and 2 repeaters, like this. And this will be all the inputs for our triple. And
Yes.
And now we are gonna do the closing first. Okay, I guess.
Good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
So worth mentioning, this here is your input. You can power it however you want. You can power it with just a redstone dust, or with a repeater,
Yep.
or with a torch, or whatever.
Yeah, torch, dust, repeater, doesn't matter. And so you put 2 torches on each side of this block. Place a block here, a dust, a piston that's gonna make a monostable with a 1-tick repeater. And the way the closing work is simple. You place a torch here and a block, so it's gonna burn out, power itself, and a classic burnout gives 8 pulses. Yep. And because this is a piston, yep,
makes it 4.
Yeah, it goes up, down, and down. So yeah, only 4 pulses. And to go to the other side, it was our first problem. We had only one way, which is using a dropper and a hopper as a constant signal. It's not a monostable because this torch is constantly powering this hopper. You place an item in the dropper.
In the hopper.
Hopper, yeah. Any item, and a comparator out of it, and a 4-tick repeater.
Yep. And then you want to take this up, power that piston, and then across with a 4-tick to power that one.
And then to power the other row of pistons, it's just very simple. Place a dust and a block, so they are synced. And again, 4-tick repeater here.
And then before you place the block on its face, I recommend in here, place this redstone, block that off. You want to redirect this. I'm going to use a button because it's cheap, but you can use whatever you want. That works. Go down here, place a 1-tick, and then block that off. And then this is for the falling edge, so it'll fire the double. You want a 4-tick here, and a 3-tick, and then a 1-tick there. That's just gonna be a simple locker stable that'll give a 2-tick pulse on the opening.
Yep. And this is where everything starts on the opening. But we aren't done for the closing yet. We need the storage to pull back in the floor blocks, because it will be down, pushed by the glass, and go there. So it needs to go out one more. And so the way we do this is using the triple circuit that we are gonna build afterwards to close the door. So from this dust, we're gonna put another dust on this side. And now should we build the
Yes.
droppers? Yes. Okay.
These droppers which we're about to place, these are going to fire the triple, which we need to do now because we won't be able to place them later.
Well, we will, but it's just easier for you if you're building it. So you find this bottom right piston, okay, on the triple, and place a dropper facing this way. Okay, so it's diagonally powered by this dust, so it's budded. And you place 2 hoppers facing this way. Okay, a dropper facing up like this, and 2 hoppers facing into this dropper. So it's a little clock loop. Yes, a loop. Okay, but this dropper is facing it up into another dropper.
Now, it's worth mentioning at this point, this hopper will grab the item from the dropper 99% of the time.
Yep.
If you want to be extra secure, you can place like a minecart hopper here, or you can place another hopper where this on the block where the repeater is, but that won't be necessary most of the time.
Yeah, and we are talking about minecart hopper because we need to place dust here and dust here. Okay. And now there is a 3-tick repeater out of this dust right here. That's gonna power a torch, a 2-tick repeater, a torch, and then here is gonna power the storage here. A dust, and make sure this is a slab. We're gonna use stone slabs because it's fancy. And like this. Okay, so you see it's powering both sink and stuff. And this should be the closing done. I think so.
Yep.
And the start of the double, but that won't work now. Okay. all close fine. And now for the double to work, from this pulse that's gonna make it 2 tick, we need the loop to be all set up and stuff. So it's gonna make a pulse, and then we want it to loop as we explained in the intro.
Yep.
So we place a comparator here on this hopper and a 2 tick repeater facing into this storage, and from this one another comparator, a block, and for the loop to work and get 1 tick off each loop, okay, we want a piston on this storage right here. So as Alma explained, it's just gonna make the pulse links shorter each loop.
Now I'm just going to place this now. This is for firing the triple. Shouldn't really have placed it above, but whatever. I'm going to go down here, place a 3 tick. You can see that. Put it on 3 ticks now, and put that into a block
And
with a redstone. That's nearly the whole thing done.
Yep.
Just one little bit
We
left.
just need that. So the double should work now, but the start of the triple won't work because the 1 tick, we need the final 1 tick that's gonna end off the triple, but that's gonna fire the start of it at the end of the double. And it's a bit tricky. Like we had to find this with Sidney. He helped with the first design of this door, which was a bit bigger, but like it was a bit more of an aviation.
And also KPKiller helped with the
dropper. Yep. And this end is gonna go up for a little second, and when it's gonna go here at the end of this 4 tick, it's gonna power the dust here, but we don't want to power everything. We just want to power only 3 dust instead of 4, so the system is not locational, because the item can go through 2 droppers at the same time and won't power everything.
However, then at the end of the triple, we do want it to power that repeater, so which means we need a little fancy system, which I was a bit lucky to discover.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that, and it's gonna show you how to build it.
It's if my computer will start. There you go. But just put a dropper hopper here, and then inside it, you want to place a stack of snowballs, and then 15 snowballs. Alternatively, you can make that a stack of ordinary blocks, and then 60.
Yep.
One of the, just make sure that it's all blocks. You can't have any like unstackable items, no shovels or swords or anything like that, because that means it won't work.
Yep. So yeah, snowball is just a bit cheaper.
And then last thing, which you forgot to do a bit earlier, this dropper down here, the one underneath, make sure you put an item in it.
Yep. Okay, so we should be done, I think. Everything is all set up and stuff, so we'll see.
The double push across, and then okay, this is a slight location quirk. Your door may have just worked perfectly fine, but if it did this, come down to this little 3 tick here, put it on 4 ticks, and then that will fix it.
It should work, yeah.
And if something else is broken, then that's probably your fault. And see that fires the triple.
Working fine.
And there we go.
Yeah. So basically what happened is just a dropper bug when the item will go here and it will just stay for 2 tick instead of 3, so make another 2 tick pulse and refire the double. Okay. But yeah, easy to fix. Yep.
That's gonna be it for this tutorial.
That was the tutorial. It was very fast. Nothing really hard to build, but I hope we learned you some redstone. Okay.
Yep.
And we will see you next time. Bye.